Excellent.
You would
Okay.
not have been able to convince me of that.
Oh, sweet. We've got a HUD now. Excellent.
So we've got two favorite teams playing at the moment. On the one side, we have Midwestern Blasphemy. Okay, I forget who these aliases are, but we've got I Like Jesus in Wisconsin. We've got Jesus Hates Wisconsin. And we've got Wisconsin Hates Jesus, who is Higados because he just chose a Raider, and that's all that Higados plays. So Jesus Hates Wisconsin is Poop Slinger, and I Like Jesus in Wisconsin is the Dive Bombing Reaper.
Excellent.
On the other side, we have Hatchet Attack with Speedy X. I'm gonna do favor Speedy. Just gonna call you Speedy. Counter Logic Man and Elemental.
Counter Logic Man, playing what looks like to be a Hawkins brawler.
Elemental in the good old-fashioned Pred. And Speedy's taking my role in the Sharpshooter.
Side note, the spectator camera does not have a turn speed cap. Very convenient.
Alright, so we'd be starting in about 30 seconds here. It's an 8-minute TDM, or first to 40. I wonder if anyone's going to pull a tech.
Throughout the duration of the event, I'll be donating a total of 200,000 Hawken credits to random viewers in chat. These are the blue credits. I don't have that many red credits. So stay tuned, I'll be selecting random viewers. Here we go.
Shut up, we're starting. Oh my god, the spectator camera doesn't work.
Crafty taking the high spot. Trying to get some shots in as a Reaper.
Alright, I can't see what you're seeing. The team seems to be mulling around the bunker at the moment. Oh, we've got our first kill. Counter Logic Man takes down Jesus Hates Wisconsin and gets quickly taken down by Whisk Hates Jesus.
Elemental is low, but does secure the
cleans up.
kill on Higanos. Crafty is now fighting Elemental around the silo. It's going to be a 2v1 for Crafty, though.
It's okay, he's Dive Bomb Reaper, he's got this,
Excellent.
and he takes out Elemental.
Play there by Crafty. Got Higanos raiding in, trying to clean up here, help his friends with the engagement. It'll be tough taking on that brawler. Higanos goes down.
And I've got the Brawler against Crafty's Dive Bomb Reaper. Brawler's getting some support from Elemental. See, normally I would say, here's where the Reaper's gonna run away, but that was Crafty, and he's gonna Dive Bomb that Brawler like a boss, and explode.
Also like a boss?
Also like a boss. Elemental's engaged his Predator Cloak. And expect to see a trap set up in the bunker, I believe. Playing it a little safe here. Which I don't know is the greatest idea. I guess if Speedy can suppress Crafty's Reaper, they'll be okay. But if they play too passively, then we're gonna see Midwestern Blasphemy take the advantage.
I'm not certain that's the case because they do have that poke with Elemental running the...
Right, but that's got a pretty huge range detriment. Oh, we've got a rush. Ooh, Elemental gets taken out quickly.
That Sharpshooter is getting torn up. They do have the rush advantage, but I think with a Sharpshooter and a Predator, they can kind of win that poke game.
Well, the question is going to be whether the Sharpshooter can match Crafty's Reaper. And the Predator only really does that poke damage if it's in relatively close range. So quite a steep, unnecessarily steep damage fall off charge shot on the Breacher. Unnecessarily.
Not that you're bothered by it.
Unnecessarily steep.
Completely unbiased report from Nept.
It's a bad balance decision.
Counter trying to get some Hellfires off, but it looks like that G32 Raider is going to come in, tear him up. Elemental taking on Crafty. Crafty is down.
The sharpshooter's also down. That is a wipe. Wisconsin is in the lead. Now Wisconsin. About 4 minutes 30 seconds left in the match. Not sure where Crafty is. I imagine he's taking high. He's not taking high ground. He's kind of side swiping him.
Surprisingly, Higanos taking high ground with that reflex.
with the Raider. It's an interesting decision. It looks as though Crafty's now decided to take high ground. Perhaps he's nope. Okay, he's off it now. Never mind. Now he's pushing.
Higanos raiding in. I don't know if that was the best choice at that health. He did get Elemental
down.
Higanos EMP'd. I believe the Rocketeer is EMP'd as well. Counter is going to try to dodge around and get some space between him and Higanos. It is not enough.
Ugh. Is that a wipe? No, Elemental is still up. And Elemental's melting off in chat with nice EMP. What a jerk.
The first
infringement, the first verbal assault shot forth by Elemental, which is more effective than Elemental's charged Predator shot because of poor balance decisions.
Again, a completely unbiased report from Nept.
You're welcome. Counterlogic's taking some cover as he's trying to deal with Crafty's Reaper, who's finally taken the high ground, but now he's getting flooded by...
Oh, but Higanos goes down quickly. He got focused. That's a triple.
Wow. Wisconsin got surprised. I feel as though that's like a place to make a football joke, but I know nothing about football. Wisconsin has a football team, right?
I believe they do.
They sure do.
Have they been surprised at some point?
I'm
quite
sure
certain.
at some point.
The joke writes itself.
So everybody think up that joke, what it would have been, and imagine Neptune told it, and laugh appropriately.
Ha 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 ha!
Got Whisk. Higanos raiding in on the left. He's really trying to take out that sharpshooter, take him out of the equation. Very smart idea. Lowest amount of health.
Not about. Can he pull out?
Oh, double kill right there.
Members of Hatch Attack down. That is a wipe. Oh no, Counterlogic
back-to-back wipes.
Counterlogic got 1 kill out of that. So we've got Midwestern Blasphemy up by 3 with 2 minutes left in the game. Crafty has finally decided that it's a good idea to take the high ground in his Reaper, and he's been pushed off by the opposing sharpshooter. Good move, sharpshooter.
Higanos trying to get some poke in from the right.
Higanos is getting repelled by the sharpshooter.
Oh, it looks like the G2 Raider is Poopslinger is moving back. He's going to try to get a heal off here. It looks like the enemy team is definitely rushing in.
Pressured. All right, so we already have Crafty down. It's 2 versus 3 at the moment.
Oh, Elemental is taking. Looks like
okay, Elemental is down. It's a 2-on-2 at the moment. There's now a 2-on-1 with just Higanos up. He's getting reinforcements, and he's all right. So now it is 16-13. 17-14. That changed quickly.
When you're in an engagement like that and you have the advantage and you're rushing in, you have to fully commit. You can't go halfway, kill one, and then try to repair, because you're out of position at that point, so you may as well commit. They made a mistake there.
1 minute remaining.
Got 1 minute for Hatchet Attack to clear 4 kills. Otherwise, it's going to be Midwestern Blasphemy's map. So they're going to have to stage an assault real quick here. They don't have time to poke around.
Looks like Higanos is going to take this. I think that just secured it.
Yeah, I think that is game for them. I'm surprised that Crafty isn't already dive bombing them.
You mean that the dive bomb to start off the second round hasn't happened already?
It has not.
Excellent first round. Wisconsin up by 5. Oh, up by 4.
They do kill the dive bombing Reaper.
I think Higanos might get this kill. Oh! Not quite. Counter is on point.
They closed it up. they closed it up a little bit at the end. So final score is 20-17 for Midwestern Blasphemy. That was surprisingly close. I was expecting more of a blowout, to be honest, or
Yeah.
a blowout. Period. That wasn't a blowout at all.
Are we going straight to the next game?
I believe we are.
Excellent.
I don't know what map they've chosen. I would think that Bunker was probably Midwestern Blasphemy's choice.
Aspar says he forgot about the endgame screen being bugged.
Got a pretty nice ping distribution here. Everyone's around the 50 to 60 range.
Some nice commentary from Crafty.
Seems as though they're going Bunker again. I don't know if this is the correct choice.
They are choosing Wreckage. Nept, I will let you handle the admin stuff.
So, Ala, what did you think of that match? Was it exciting?
Yeah, I
Not
wish
exciting.
I wasn't on a 30-second delay from you guys. It got very confusing.
Well, we couldn't have done it without you regardless.
I'm trying to think of a way where Alec could view my monitor live.
I'll just drive over there.
There you go.
Yeah.
This concealed carry permit.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to postpone this for about 16 hours. I'll get right over there.
Ella, do you have Skype?
I do.
I'm gonna send you my username on Steam, and we will try that. Actually, no, I think that's the best option. Ella, can you send me a Steam message? Trouble pulling it up right now. Free adding me there.
It's gonna be interesting to see if this just breaks your stream.
I don't think it will. I am in borderless window, so it would just be capturing a desktop, essentially. Give me an ad there when you get a chance. So again, this is Team Polycount. Could be Counter Logic Man, Mental, and Speedy.
Oh, is it Polycount?
Polycount.
Hatch attack. Yeah, damn it.
I mean, the name on the Tryhard Cup is Polycount, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably Polycount. Anyway.
Begs the question.
We've got Polycount with Speedy, Elemental, and Counter Logicman. like to note that Speedy has just started playing Hawken recently. Of Counter Logic Man's real life friends.
Double check that.
I'm surprised he has them too.
Double check on that on the TPG website, actually. Yes, Hatchet Attack is composed of DM30, Peacecraft, SLD, and Brigantine. So
Okay.
Counter Logic's team, to be fair, has split essentially into 2 TPG teams, because those are people that are on Axe Attack for the TPG main seasons, or have been at least, right?
That is correct.
So polycount is yes. All right.
And they're playing against Midwestern Blasphemy, which is, I'm sick of saying their aliases, Poopslinger, Higanos, and Crafty, the Dive Bomb Reaper. Who is not in a Dive Bomb Reaper? He seems to have chosen a Brawler. Well, that's going to be an interesting combination. Normally I'd say they'd be at a disadvantage with, I mean it is a wreckage, so heavier is generally better, but you need that chaser. And they do have the Raider, but on top of that they have the G2 Raider. That's speed burst ability. About 20 seconds to match start. On the opposing side, Team Polycount, we have Speedy running an Assault, Elemental running Predator, Counter Logic Man running Brawler. And if you're just joining us now, I am Nept, head admin of TPG Hawken, this is Zacius, a scrub, and we're joined by our friend Alla,
Oh, that's so nice of you.
who is providing commentary 30 seconds behind ours because he can't join the same game.
Yeah, we're gonna try and sort of jerry rig something with Skype here, so we'll see how that goes.
Gonna have to do a restart on that map. I don't know what they did. But it looks as though it is Zacius' fault.
I've been trying to talk this whole time, and it has not been working.
Don't worry about it. Just worry about the Skype call for the second match. It was nice.
If you could mute your microphone in Skype, that would be great.
Excellent.
I mean, it's bad enough having to hear you the one time.
Right, but twice? I can imagine that would just be
It's
jarring.
very difficult. So sorry about that, folks. We're getting a bit of a restart here.
So, it looks like Polycount is going for a CQC-oriented lineup this time around, as is, I think, appropriate for the map. Be interesting to see how that plays out in comparison. It's evident that last round, with Higanos on Raider, they definitely had the advantage in CQC against that Sharpshooter and against that Predator. They just don't have the DPS to keep up with the G2 Raider and Higanos' Raider as well. And then Crafty in the back. Adding supplementary damage, or complementary I suppose, really gave them the advantage there. Though, to be fair, the match was still close, so this should be interesting. And Polycount jumps the gun. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Team Wisconsin jumps the gun. Polycount, patient
Not
waiting as appropriate.
Yep. Behaving properly.
I will be running one of the giveaways for the Hawken credits after this match, so stay tuned in chat. I will be running a random viewer selection. If it lands on somebody like Devotion, who's a scrub that doesn't need Hawken credits, I will pass and go to somebody that actually does.
Coincidentally, if it lands on somebody we don't like, we will also pass.
Correct.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
Well, we don't like a lot of people, so we'd be doing a lot of passes.
I guess my ultimate goal is to end up with all of the Hawken credit giveaways.
I mean, we can make that happen.
It's nepotism.
We've got a minute until start. I'm curious to see how the Predator is going to perform on this map. I mean, it's the ideal map for the Predator, but typically it hasn't been a staple of competitive play. And I worry I feel as though it'll be stronger in a 6v6 scenario, but with 3 people spread out across a relatively large map, I wonder if it's going to be effective. Zacius, if you're talking, we can't hear you again.
I am not talking, Nept.
Good, keep it that way.
Okay.
Well, that's, I mean,
I can't really
That
shoutcast
doesn't
if
seem
I don't
nice.
talk. It's okay. I can drink through the pain.
it really
Alright,
does solve
starting in
most problems.
5 seconds.
And the match is underway. It seems like both teams are going for the middle. I'm going to try to establish that. Oh, nope. Team Polycount is going to the basement, or at least Lamental is.
Okay, that's interesting. They're conceding the high ground immediately. Now, typically teams do that if they feel they can't win the outright fight. I'm going to try to trap them. Elemental setting up a Predator minefield here. I imagine it's already been spotted.
Yes, Higanos is coming around. Looks like.
Yeah, he's got the flank going. I don't know that they've spotted him yet.
They're already putting pressure on them.
So Higanos is flanking quite a bit around the back here, being super sneaky. But Team Polycount, it appears, has already moved.
They're definitely playing
Yeah,
very
they've
passively.
rotated off to the right.
Higanos did get a
That's-
pop shot
that's a
off
good
and a
move.
bit of damage on Lamental there from that Merv. Flaw, I suppose. Lamental is backing off. Looks like Poop Slinger is coming in. There is an Emp thrown, another Emp thrown. Very nice Emps by Team Wisconsin. And they are pushing that heavily. Oh, counter Emp.
Elemental is coming in from behind, but it's almost dead. It is down.
Mental down. That is a wipe.
That's a wipe. So Team Wisconsin, Midwestern Blasphemy off to an early 3-0 lead. I really do feel as though that that heavier lineup is going to be a significant advantage for them, especially against the Predator.
Definitely.
Alright, so we've got Ellie's Predator coming into the top. No minefield as of yet. Engaging with Higanos, relatively long range here off on the side. Here comes the minefield. Let's see if we can trap someone with that.
There's Team Polycount still playing very passively despite being down by 3. Looking good for Team Wisconsin at the moment.
Who are obviously aware of the mines.
Correct.
And are not pushing forward as a result.
And really, they don't need to.
I'm just surprised the Crafty's not rushing in there. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's because he's out of the Reaper. Maybe it's just not in him anymore.
Maybe it just happens with the Reaper. One might even argue that Elemental's mech choice was dictated by Crafty being, you know, in the Midwestern Blasphemy roster. Assuming that Crafty would have just...
There's
balls to the
an
wall.
engagement happening on the platform. It's looking like Team Wisconsin's going to pull out ahead by 2. There is a 2v1 going on now, and the Gren has popped his ability. Ability is down. Higanos taking the air to try to avoid some of those RevGL shots. Not a bad idea. Higanos throws out an Emp. It's looking like all of the Emps, at least from Higanos, are down, on cooldown now. Unless he's running 3. Got a counter coming in. This is not looking good for Team Wisconsin. They are at half health, and by now the Team Polycount is up. They are coming back to the fight. And Lamental is trying to take on that brawler and actually succeeds with help from the Assault, it looks like. Perhaps the Gren that was. Nope, that was the Assault. Lamental gets a nice EMP off on a healing Higanos, I believe.
Looks like Poop Slinger is getting surrounded here. Pops the ability, but will still go down to Speedy's submachine cannon. So Polycount's catching up. And Higanos is on the run here, trying to find a safe place to heal. Similarly, Counter Logic Man is pulled off to the back and is healing. And it looks like, I believe that was Crafty dive bombing.
The score differential is narrowing, but perhaps that's just due to the Team Polycount having items again, and now Team Whisk is kind of spent.
Yes, although I don't believe Higanos went down, so he may still not have items.
That is a very big factor here. Now, is Comp Armor banned for this?
I believe it is. Yes.
Okay. Got engagements on the platform right now. Just Team Wisconsin is actually coming in now.
Oh,
G2 Raider, Higanos, and pushing in. They are taking down that Grand, or at least trying to.
Very strong push.
Oh, double kill.
It's a trade. It's a trade. So Higanos is in trouble here. He's gonna pull out, try to get some heals, but being pursued by, looks like, oh, nope. Elemental is down thanks to Crafty's flat cannon.
Crafty in a brawler, you don't see that very much.
Higanos is healing with support from Crafty and his brawler. They've got the low ground, so I feel as though they should pull back right about now.
They are keeping that score differential at 3. Team
This
Wisconsin.
is still quite a close game. Could go either way.
Oh, Lamental did get pegged from the left, or...
Counter Logic Man takes down...
Crafty trying to dive with a brawler, out of position.
Crafty's got balls.
Higanos backing off,
Crafty's got balls.
popped his ability. Lamental's team is chasing.
Alright, looks like Counter is down. Or not Counter, rather. Counter's pursuing Higanos, who is now down. So we're within 1 kill as these two teams right now. Crafty's engaging Counter Logic from behind the platform. Now this could be a good push if they catch Crafty out of position. They've got Elemental and Counter Logic there.
Right,
Okay,
it looks like
Higanos
Crafty's
has got
grouping
the
back
backup
up with his
Crafty.
team, though, yeah.
Good call, Crafty.
Working around that positioning there. Do have the high ground
Having
advantage.
high ground is a huge advantage, yeah.
Same with the Predator as well, but it looks like the Predator is mainly trying to mine the entrance as opposed to the floor where the
Trying to
enemies
shut
are.
off on those corridors.
Yep. Oh, Higanos pushing in, gonna take out Lamental. Got G2
So
Raider
trading kills here. Counter is down. It looks as though Midwestern Blasphemy has the advantage at the moment.
is a double kill for Midwestern Blast. That's a triple.
Alright, Midwestern Blasphemy ahead by 3 again. I think that after mining that right side, Polycount should have played a little more passively and hoped to have drawn one of the Midwestern Blasphemy players up on the side rather than pushing down themselves.
Right, on the left where there were no mines.
Exactly. So now we've reversed positions with Midwestern Blasphemy on the top.
Looking like Higanos pushing it again.
Back here. Too late. Got 2 killed already.
Out of
Up
position.
ahead by 5, and then 1 more for White. Oh, nope. Speedy X will return fire. Will take out Crafty, or Poop Slinger.
Seems like they were running out of time. They were trying to push back in, really trying to secure those last couple of kills, and then
Yeah.
tie up the match at least. But
So that's going to be game, it looks like. 14
Hastiness.
to 9. Unless we can scrap together a couple more kills, but Wisconsin will win this one. Just a phrase you don't hear too often.
All those poor Badgers sports fans in the audience.
I'm sorry, I know nothing about football. I just assumed, because it's Wisconsin. Well played to both teams. A much closer game than I anticipated, again, given the fact that Counter Logic Men on Team Polycount recruited a real-life friend who had no Hawken experience in. So they performed quite well, I think. We're looking at time-wise. Right, 11:55. So Team Polycount, rather, will drop down into the losers bracket, which means as they have a bit of a marathon to run. And Midwestern Blasphemy will continue on to face the unexpected trio of, my god, that is a long name. The unexpected trio of no names. There we go, okay.
Excellent. So Nept and I are going to exit the map. I'm going to throw on some music in the intermission here. And I'm going to run the first giveaway. This will be for 25,000 Hawken credits. Those are the blue credits. If you are in chat, you are eligible to win. It's a random roll. The Iron Wood.
That sounds
A
like a
solid
euphemism
name.
if I've ever heard one.
A solid name. See what I did there?
I get it.
You get it?